As your chief of police, I accept full responsibility for the actions of my department, my officers, and the bottom line is I am 100% accountable.
The Punta Gorda police chief holding himself accountable for the tragic death of 73-year-old Mary Knowlton. The beloved mother and member of the community was accidentally shot and killed on Tuesday night during a Citizens Police Academy class.
The officer who pulled the trigger, Lee Cole, remains on administrative leave tonight pending the outcome of an outside investigation. It could take FDLE about a month to finish that investigation.
And the state is specifically trying to figure out why the gun that Officer Cole used during the shoot-don't-shoot scenario carried live bullets instead of blanks.
As we've reported, this is not the first time Officer Cole has come under scrutiny for his actions. The most recent incident before this involved his use of a canine, sparking an excessive force lawsuit. But as 4 in Your Corner's Lisa Greenberg is explaining tonight, the attorney representing the man suing the department over this has a lot to say about the officer's past. Lisa?
Well, Patrick and Amy, an attorney I spoke with here in Punta Gorda tells me he's worked several cases against Officer Lee Cole. He tells me he doesn't understand why the officer would point a real gun at Mary Knowlton, regardless of if he thought it was loaded or not, and says that the police chief simply saying that he's taking responsibility just isn't enough. 73-year-old Mary Knowlton lost her life at the Punta Gorda Police Department Tuesday night at the hands of Officer Lee Cole in a horrific accident. And Punta Gorda Police Chief Tom Lewis opened today's address to the public with this message.
As your chief of police, I accept full responsibility for the actions of my department, my officers, and the bottom line is I am 100% accountable.
But an attorney who's worked several cases against Officer Cole says the chief simply saying he's accountable isn't enough.
He needs to resign. And if he doesn't resign, the city council should fire him.
Attorney Scott Weinberg says Cole came across his radar once he started working for the Punta Gorda Police Department in March of 2014. Then Weinberg saw this dash cam video of Officer Cole allowing his canine to maul a man during a traffic stop.
I knew that this might be enough to get this officer fired, because I had been wanting to get him fired for a very long time. Just based on his over-aggressive actions.
Chief Lewis referenced this controversy during today's news conference, saying he immediately ordered an internal affairs investigation.
We hired a courtroom-certified expert in the field of canine to examine the details, and we were as transparent as possible with the public during that incident.
Weinberg tells me he met with the chief after the incident, asking him to fire Officer Cole.
I told everybody that would listen to me that this man was going to kill somebody, and nobody listened, and here we are today.
And I do want to point out that Mary Knowlton's son says he believes in his heart this truly was a tragic accident and that he forgives Officer Cole. Meanwhile, the chief says that it'll take about 4 weeks for the Florida Department of Law Enforcement to complete their investigation, but that the Punta Gorda Police Department does plan on being transparent once the investigation is finished. Reporting in Punta Gorda, Lisa Greenberg, Fox 4. In your corner.
Thank you, Lisa. We want you to be part of this community conversation based on what you've heard so far about this case. How do you think the police chief and the officer involved should be held accountable, if at all, or should it be considered an accident? 239-206 Fox 4 or email news@Fox4Now. We're going to share some of what you've been telling us about this straight ahead, coming up at 6:30.